Taking those deep breaths. Setting back, tuning into yourself. Let the information take you to where you want to be. Making conscious self-care moves. Thank you for dancing and breathing with me today. Greetings in love and kindness, family. I'm Karen Khadija Davis-Foulks, the one and only Conscious Self-Healthcare educator and host of the Conscious Self-Healthcare Conversation radio show. Every Wednesday from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Community, this is your time to share your wellness stories and how you move from disease care to conscious self-health care. I want to hear your story. We want to hear from you. Join the conversation each Wednesday. Call in and share how you shift out of chronic disease care stress. Right here on InnerLightRadio.com, the healing frequency. This is Dr. K, and I am looking forward to our conversation. So call in and share. Health is consciousness, and healing is a function of consciousness. Come on, family. It's time to rock the world with the new frontier of conscious self-health care, while I share my wellness story with you right here on InnerLightRadio.com, the healing frequency. That's right, family. We gotta rock the world, making those conscious self-health care moves. Mental observation is essential for self-success. Taking those deep breaths, moving that body, taking the time to tune into yourself during this hour. that deep, deep breath as you sit back and tune into yourself. You are aboard the friendship train to Conscious Self-Health Care, where you make conscious self-health care moves. Mental observation is essential for self-success. That's the view you must have for yourself on this friendship train. Time to become your own wellness doctor. Take that deep breath after listening to I Am in Love with Myself. And I start off with that because you must be in love with yourself to make the right decisions for yourself. Not based on hysteria, not based on confusion, but based on the truth for yourself. Take that deep, 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 deep breath as you tune into yourself or as you begin to synthesize. I'm your host, Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks, the one and only Conscious Self-Health Care Educator. Once again, helping you to become your own wellness doctor aboard the friendship train. Sitting back, taking a deep breath. We're going through a lot, family. Things are changing and shifting, and we must tune into ourselves so that we can make the right decision. Taking a deep, 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 deep breath. The lie said to the truth. Let's take a bath together. The well water is very nice. The truth still suspicious. Tested the water and found out it really was nice. So they got naked and bathed. But suddenly the lie leaped out of the water and fled, wearing the clothes of the truth. The truth, furious, climbed out of the well to get her clothes back, but the world, upon seeing the naked truth, looked away with anger and contentment. Poor truth returned into the well and disappeared forever, hiding her shame. Since then, the lie runs around the world dressed as the truth, and society is very happy because the world has no desire to know the naked truth. Take a deep breath, panting, truth coming out of the water. Jean Leon Germone, 1896. What's truth in your life? And what is the lie in your life? This is for you. My truth is not your truth, and your lie is not my lie. I stay tuned into myself. What is the nature of my inner conversation? I am in love with myself. We are going to have to come to the place where we become conscious of what we are doing to ourselves, our lives, with our mind, with our thoughts, with our inner conversation. That's what Reverend Ike tells you to do. Y'all know how I love Reverend Ike and the message that he sent you, because truly it makes you independent. You must tune into yourself. Say to yourself, what instructions am I giving to myself, to my subconscious mind that's playing out in the reality of my own mind? Ask yourself that question. And what is it based on, family, community, and friends? Heal yourself. Heal yourself with the light of the sun and the rays of the moon. With the sound of the river and the waterfall, with the swaying of the sea and the fluttering of birds. Heal yourself with mint, neem, and eucalyptus. Sweeten it with lavender, rosemary, and chamomile. Hug yourself with the cocoa bean and a hint of cinnamon. Put love in tea instead of sugar and drink it, looking at the stars. Heal yourself with the kisses that the wind gives you and the hugs of the rain. Stand strong with your bare feet on the ground and with everything that comes from it. Be smarter every day by listening to your intuition. Take that deep breath, family. Looking at the world with your forehead. Jump, dance, sing, so that you live happier. Ah, she said, jump, dance, sing, so that you live happier. Heal yourself with the beautiful love. Heal yourself with beautiful love. And always remember, family and community and friends, always remember, you are your medicine. What state of consciousness are you in right now? You aboard the friendship train, taking that deep breath, supporting that lymphatic system to support you with purifying yourself. I tell you, the world knows how to get people. They shift your energy. They change your life. They strip you of your money. Then they bring in a vaccine and they say to everybody that's in need, which everybody is in need, I'll give you $300. I'll give you $200. I'll give you a free this. I'll give you a free that. Just follow me and give yourself this vaccine. And guess what? You will be better for it. Family, community, and friends, I ask you to remember, you can't do nothing to the system once you agree to let them shoot any unproven vaccine in your body. And we all making that choice because we desperate. We feel that we have to because we don't have the money and we're being threatened. They're going to snatch this. They're going to evict you from here. They're going to do this to you. I say sit back, take a deep breath, and think about it. Think about it, think about it. You better think. Oh, family, so much is going on that I must make myself laugh constantly. And I truly don't make myself laugh. I go out and seek laughter. I seek laughter and I seek balance within myself so that I can better take care of myself. And I'll create that balance when no one else will. So, you know what we always say? Love. L-O-V-E, love. We are talking about the laws of vibration. L-O-V-E, love of vibrational energy. Oh, yes, we must follow the laws of love so that we may support ourselves. And remembering what Baba tomorrow said to us, growing old don't make you sick. It's growing sick that makes you old. And look what they're doing with the vaccine shot. And they tell you everything that it's going to do to you. But they tell you it's the best thing for you. Some even saying they're chipping you. I don't know. But all I know is that I trust the vibration that comes into me, that listens to the frequencies. And those frequencies and those vibrations are telling me to apply some thinkonomics. You see, thinkonomics is a way of thinking that gives you the opportunity to learn the truth about yourself. And that's all that matters, family, community, is yourself. And that's why we say, I'm in love with myself. So be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. So you got to renew your mind when it don't feel right to you and you fall into false understanding. Your body be trying to tell you something, but then you want to force it. You want to force to listen to what the world has to say to you and what someone else has to say to you, when all they want to do is have you stop tuning into yourself, family, community, and friends. And we don't want to do that to ourselves. We have self-love, self-care, self-respect, self-worth, self-knowledge. It's all wrapped into self-assurance. You know you have it. Be like the old healer to the soul. It's not your back that hurts, but the burden. It's not your eyes that hurt, but the injustice. It's not your head that hurts, it's your thoughts. It's not the throat, but what you don't express or say with anger. Not the stomach hurts, but what the soul does not digest. It's not the liver that hurts, it's the anger. It's not your heart that hurts, but love. And it is love itself that contains the most powerful medicine. That's why we said you are your own healer. So what I'm saying to you is your life scripted? Is your life scripted? Are you living in a ball of confusion? Or are you ready? Are you ready to make the right choices for yourself? You see, self-love heals the deepest wounds. And that is even through the mental understanding of what's going on. It's still a wound if you're not tuned into yourself. Nourish the energetic being and give direction to the human that will allow you to take the best care that you can for yourself. Take that deep, deep, deep breath once again, family. Love is the power that brings my entire life together, and it should be what brings yours together. It heals, renews, restores, and empowers you and me with divine energy and life. You got to remember, family, community, and friends, you are love in action, and I am love in action. I am a master of positive self-expression, and so are you. You see, we are here to be givers and receivers of love. Taking a deep breath. So many people going through so many things, family. I never thought I would go through what I'm going through right now. But everybody is being affected in different ways, and people doing things they normally wouldn't do. You got to understand that behind every behavior is a feeling, and beneath every feeling is a need. And when we meet that need, rather than force on behavior or focus on behavior, we began to deal with cause and not the symptom. 2020 was truthful and painful, and it hurt. But I tell you, in all chaos, there is a cosmos, and in all disorder, a secret order. Self-love, invest in yourself. Meditate, read, eat healthy food, drink more water, move your body, spend time in nature, sit back and rest and relax like you're doing on this friendship train, tuning into yourself. You see, you are worthy. You are so worthy. Someone is trying to show you something different. But do you want to clear your head of the false illusions that have been put your way to take you from your true self? So you don't want to do that. You want to know what's going on in your life. You want to know how your cells are responding. You want to know what you're really telling yourself. You better go out there and have that free voice scan. That voice scans, it tells you and listens to you and repeats to you through your cells vibration. We offer you a free chance to take the voice scan. Some people like doing the human body feel itself, but the voice gives off vibrations of the cells and it speaks your truth. So go to my website, CONSCOUSELF, ConsciousSelfCare.com, and take that free voice scan. You will get your results as soon as I know that you have taken the scan, and you can take a look at yourself from the energetic realm. A smart person knows what to say. A wise person knows whether to say it or not. Sometimes silence is golden until you get the right perspective. Family, community, and friends, we often don't know when we're in stress. We think that we're handling everything, but the cells, they listen to the tiniest vibration, and they follow that lead. So take time, like now. Somebody invited you aboard the friendship train for you to sit back and tune into yourself and take a look at what's going on. Because the number one enemy to the human body is not food, it is stress and inflammation. What happens to the intercellular areas of the body where the cells are? When the cells can't breathe and things get congested and overwhelmed with too much fluid, and that fluid is not healthy fluid, and it turns into inflammation, and it turns into long-term inflammation, and you want to help your body get rid of it. So you have to relax, take those deep, deep breaths, start that inner conversation with yourself. Self-gnosis test. We have another test for you. You have to be taken in person, but it's a good opportunity to move around a little bit now. I'm willing to come out. I'm willing to take a train, take a bus, get a ride. Not ready for that plane yet. Oh, I'm not ready for the plane. I'm not scared of the plane. It's what I think about from having a stroke. I want to sit back, enjoy the ride, enjoy the scenery, and come help you get another look at yourself through the self-gnosis test. How long have you been a raw eater or vegan or non-meat eater? Looking good, feeling good, eating healthy, stress and worry-free? Do the test. I'm doing my own research on people living a healthy life, meat-free, stress-free, so they say. How is your arteries? Do you really know your stress level? What is the balance between the sympathetic and the parasympathetic systems of the body that really, 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 truly is trying to talk to you? When you understand how your body works, you do not fear its functions. So let's take a moment and understand how your body is working. Or are you comparing yourself to someone else? Remember, we say, compare yourself to yourself. And that's why you will want to have the self-gnosis test along with that human voice scan. You got yourself covered from the energetic realm down to the physical realm. It's a new day in healthcare, family, community, and friends, and doctors are not your friend. They got to do what they got to do. They're under robot control if they want to stay doctors. That's why we say it's time to sit back and tune into yourself. So compare yourself to yourself. First, instead of comparing yourself to other people, create the habit of comparing yourself to yourself. So how much have you grown? What you have achieved and what progress you have made towards your goals of healthcare. This habit has the benefit of creating gratitude, appreciation, and kindness towards yourself as you observe how far you have come, the obstacles you have overcome, and the good stuff you have done. You feel good about yourself without having to think less of other people. More power to self-love, self-care, self-worth, self-respect. You see, there is a reason why they all start with self. You can find them in no one else. The truth of life is consciousness. What state of consciousness are you in? Family, community, and friends. So 18 and 10, that's 28 into the hour. So let me sit back, take a deep breath. And each and every day I have to thank God that I'm still here, that I'm breathing, that I'm able to relax and release all that is disturbing of the world and tune into myself. And so when I know what's going on with me energetically and I know what's going on with the physical body, I feel good. So the second test that I'm offering you, I call it the self-gnosis test. Because in actuality, the system that I'm using, I wasn't supposed to be able to purchase it. Only doctors or chiropractors or anybody with that doctor in front of it is not of education. But in the health field, they can use this particular software. But since this $13,000 system was put in my pathway under illusion, I still brought it. And so where I don't speak to you about this test results, believe me, you can read it and you can understand it and you will know what's going on with you. So this is how the brochure reads for that test. How healthy is your heart? Live longer through early detection. The Max Pulse state-of-the-art cardiovascular screening system is what I offer you. And believe me, what they charge for this is nowhere near the $20 that I'm charging you for the first time understanding of what's going on with your physical body. The Max Pulse utilizes pulse wave analysis technology. The blood's pulse wave is followed from the time it leaves the heart and travels through the blood vessels down to the fingers. The pulse wave is a snapshot into the cardiovascular system and evaluates arterial elasticity, which is arterial stiffness, which is related to, I never can say this word, atherosclerosis. Arterial stiffness is a major cardiovascular risk factor. So the test analyzes overall cardiovascular health, heart rate variability, and mean heart rate, overall elasticity of large, small, and peripheral arteries, arterial stiffness, atherosclerosis progress, blood circulation, and remaining blood in the vessels after the systolic concentration of the heart, the left ventricle ejection, contraction power, mental stress, physical stress, and resistance to stress. Oh, people are so surprised when they take this test, and it's self-gnosis test, and see what's going on. It gives you frequency domain analysis. You'll understand the total power combination of the three sequences. Very low vibrational frequency, low frequency, and high frequency. The chart is so easy to read and understand. Reduction of TP, decreased A and S functions, decrease in regulatory competence, and a decrease in the ability to cope with environmental changes. You're going to get so much information that's going to support you with understanding how well you are taking care of your physical body. The Max Pulse system is your friend. And to be able to have this test freely and openly and see for yourself what's going on with your arteries, gives you levels 1 all the way down through level 6 and 7. Level 1, blood circulation artery state is great. It'll let you know. Blood circulation artery state is good, but slightly build up is beginning to occur. That's 2. Blood circulation artery state is becoming poor and build up, and it's starting. Level 5, level 3 and 4. Level 5, blood circulation arterial state is bad and build up is increasing. Blood circulation artery state is very bad and build up and is becoming seriously. That's why you want to have this test. A lot of people are vegan eaters and vegetarians, and some people don't eat regular animal meat, but they're eating all kinds of fake out meat, and that's caused damage as well. So you want to take the time. Taking a preventive approach to heart disease is one of the smartest things you can do to protect your health, to see what's going on. And the heart is under so much strain these days, and that's why they put you in that state. But I'm here as a conscious self-health care educator, having these expensive tools to let you see yourself from the energetic realm and from the physical realm and make the right decision, because you have the test and you can see for yourself, and it's being interpreted by you. That's the main thing, that it's being interpreted by you. So I want you to visit my website, forcelllife.com, the number 4, CELLLIFE.com, or Conscious Self Care with one S, connecting the word conscious and self. Go out there, click on a link that talks about the Max Pulse system that shows you the actual test results that you'll see and how to read it, and invite me to come aboard your section of the train where you are. You're a healthcare provider. You're someone assisting someone with understanding what's going on with them, but you're using the test from the doctors. You're using the evaluation that the doctors have told the patient. This way, you holistic practitioner, you energetic practitioner, you functioning practitioner, if you don't have this piece of equipment, I do. I'm willing to work with you and share with you so that people can see truly what's going on with themselves. Man, I'm thankful for this test. You see, it also lets you know when the heart is really under strain and when you really, really need to go and find out what's going on with the heart, unless you know your own history and what's going on. You see, I always had a strange heart beat and the heart rate, and once I went into the hospital, every time I go, they want to hook me up and let all the other doctors come in and say she got an unusual heart. I always been told that, and I always felt that and understood that, but not until I was able to take this test. So when I see the test results and it stimulates and tells me what's going on, I know that I have lived with this particular heart rate and how things are in my life. So I sat back and I relaxed. And I look at the other parts to it. You can look to see what's going on with your heart and your cardiovascular system. You can see how well your blood is moving. You can see the stiffness of your arteries. But most importantly, the balance of whether you're stressed or not and the resistance to stress. That's what we all need to know. And that's why I want you to have this test, because we can feel like nothing is wrong and everything is right, and then bam, something happens. So family and community, sit back on the friendship train and think about your life and what you're doing and what you're holding on to and what is truth and what is not. Sit back and listen to the music. Relax. Thank the universal frequencies of life that you have the opportunity to do this now, that you don't have to listen to anyone else. So take your deep, 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 deep breath. Get in touch with me. 202-248-7749. 202-248-7749. D Davis-Foulks, Foulks @gmail.com. Give me a call. Let's talk. Let's see where you are and what you need to do for the betterment of yourself. And peace and love. Let's take a moment. Take that deep, deep breath. And tune into yourself. Find the time throughout the week, every day, to tune into yourself and deep, 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 deep breathe. And as I always say, I want to thank you, the individual that goes into silence, that goes into meditation, that sends out a frequency and a vibration of love, so connect with other people that's doing that, and we build this vortex of love to allow us to be the best that we can be for ourselves. Take a deep breath. I'm going to share with you where I am in my health journey. Y'all know I've healed from a stroke, but sometimes things can put you in a setback and increase that inflammation in your body when you stomp your toe, or when somebody deliberately put their hands around your neck and try to choke the life out of you because you're sharing the truth with them. We got to sit back and we got to relax and tune into ourselves. And yes, I did say put their hands around your neck and try to choke you because you simply said the truth. I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. But I'm beginning to calm down from it as I still feel the imprint around my neck. However, there's some truth that must be shared to open eyes so people can see what they're doing to themselves and others. And we've all have been caught up into that cycle right now. So I say, relax. Take a deep breath. Just be in love with yourself. Don't fight, argue, or go through any changes with anybody. Some people are just not their normal self right now. Society knew that. They wanted to put this burden on you, but take this burden off of you. You're aboard the friendship train. Self-love, self-care, self-respect, self-honor, all wrapped in self-respect, family. Peace and love. I'll see you next week on the friendship train. Are you at your wit's end because there seems to be no solution to your healthcare problem? Is it okay for me to say to you that you can have peace of mind? Take back control of your health. Are you experiencing anxiety, arthritis, diabetes, cancer, fibromyalgia, high blood pressure, lupus, chronic fatigue syndrome, any fictitious disease. Whatever your symptoms or diagnosis are, there is a conscious solution to transform the cause of your pain, not treat symptoms or mask it. No prescription medication, no over-the-counter drugs, no organs removed are required. Take back control of your health by the renewing of your mind. You can create wellness today. Contact Dr. K, 202-248-7749. Visit us on the web, www.celllife.com. Do you feel lost? Do you feel out of sync? Could it be that you are experiencing electromagnetic sensitivity? Yes, electromagnetic sensitivity. Could man-made frequencies interfere with cellular activity and melatonin production? We are beings of frequency, light, and information, and you are your own experience. Do not conform any longer to the patterns of man-made mindset of human consciousness. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Schedule your Nest Provision Human Body Field Scan with Dr. K, 202-248-7749. Visit the website forcelllife.com, the number 4, CELLLIFE.com. Have the courage to expand your horizon and reprogram your cellular activities. Call Dr. K for your 15-minute wellness consultation, 202-248-7749. Is it time for a new approach to your health care? Are you ready to leave the dark ages of disease care management and pharmaceuticals? If your answer is yes, get ready to relearn, rethink, and rewrite your personal health care prescription plan with Dr. K. She is a certified anthologist and Nest healthcare provider, sharing the new science of information as medicine and cellular ecology. Did you know that the field of epigenetics states that you are more than just your genes, and those genes do not control your biology? Yes, that's correct. Schedule a Skype, phone, or office visit with Dr. K and get on board the friendship train to healthcare freedom. 202-248-7749. That's 202-248-7749. Visit us on the web, forcelllife.com. The number 4, the words cell, CELLLIFE.com. Hey, we gotta help one another. Health education for longevity and peace. Health education for longevity and peace will carry you a long, 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 long way.
I'm talking about treating ideas as psychic entities. Treating ideas as psychic entities. It's very important how we treat ideas. It's very important how we value ideas. Ideas are so important, and the way we treat ideas can determine the way new ideas will come to us. In Genesis, the Lord God says, "My spirit will not always strive with man." If divine ideas keep presenting themselves and we do not value them and treat them properly, then what we may do is hinder or stop the flow of divine ideas in our consciousness. One of the greatest things that you can ever learn is how to appreciate the value of ideas. Now, good health, happiness, love, success, prosperity, money, anything and everything are psychic entities. Now we're dealing with a term that I want to offer definition for. Psychic entity. Say that. Now, a psychic entity, according to the definition of the learned Reverend Ike, who is an authority on everything, a psychic entity is a specific living identity or idea in the mind. A psychic entity is a living idea in mind, a mental personality in consciousness. And every idea lives or dies in and of the mind. Every experience or condition lives in and of the mind. Every idea is a living thing that feeds upon the mental energy, the thoughts, moods, attitudes, and beliefs of the individual mind. This last sentence is so important that we're going to belabor it for a moment. So repeat after me. Every idea lives. Every idea lives or dies in and of the mind. Every experience or condition lives in and of the mind. Every idea is a living thing. Now that's interesting. Every idea is a living thing. But more than that, every idea is a living thing that feeds upon my mental energy. Together? The individual mind is a dwelling place and a feeding place, an eating place for ideas. That's not on the lesson sheet, but that's so good I'll see if I can remember to repeat that again. The individual mind is a place of residence, an eating place, a feeding place for ideas. Ladies and gentlemen, there are always ideas feeding upon your mental energy. Kind of spooky. So let's throw a question in here. What kind of ideas are feeding upon my mental energy? Together? I'm reminded now of the kingdom of heaven parables, which we studied some of a few weeks ago, where Jesus kept telling what the mind is like by beginning the kingdom of heaven parables with the statement, the kingdom of heaven is like unto. And so in this instance we may say that the kingdom of heaven, or the individual mind, is like unto a feeding place, an eating place. Why? Because there are always ideas feeding upon the energy of your mind. The mastery of life consists in you determining and controlling the kind of ideas that feed upon your mental energy. This is what makes a master. And this is applicable to what the Master Jesus said when he said, "You shall know the truth, and the truth will make you free." When you know that your mind is a feeding place, an eating place, a place of residence for ideas, and you know how to nourish right ideas and how to starve out negative ideas, then you become a master. So any thought, mood, attitude, or idea that presents itself at the table of your mind to be fed, if it is not good, don't feed it. You may simply say, "You won't eat here." So let me hear you do your finger like a fan, like this. Say, "You won't eat here." The kingdom of heaven, the mind in the individual, is like an eating place, a feeding place. And there are always ideas feeding upon the energies of your mind. And may I say to you that many times this is why a lot of people feel physically weak and depleted when there's no physical reason. Because they have been giving the energies of their mind to negative ideas. Somewhere in the scripture there's a quotation that says, "The zeal of thine house hath eaten me up." And one can be spiritually, mentally, and physically eaten up by negative ideas. Because whatever you feed, or whatever feeds upon the energy of your mind will grow. This is why people have these negative hallucinations. The pink elephant is a psychic beast which has fed upon the mental energy of the drunk until it confronts him the next morning when he opens his physical eyes. Whatever you feed, or whatever you let feed upon the energy of your mind, will grow. Because ideas in the mind are living things, psychic entities, living entities. Feed the idea of good health, and that idea will be nourished and it will prosper. Feed the idea of happiness with the energy of your thought, with the energy of your mind, and that idea will grow and prosper. Feed the idea of love with the energy of your mind, and that idea will grow and prosper. Feed the ideas of success, prosperity, and money, and those ideas will be nourished. They will grow. They will expand in your experience.
You will not be able to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out. You will not be able to lose yourself on Skag and skip out for beer during commercials because the revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by Xerox in 4 parts without commercial interruptions. The revolution will not show you pictures of Nixon blowing a bugle and leading a charge by John Mitchell, General Abrams, and Spyro Agnew to eat hog maws confiscated from a Harlem sanctuary. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by the Schaefer Award Theater and will not star Natalie Woods and Steve McQueen or Bullwinkle and Julia. The revolution revolution will not give your mouth sex appeal. The revolution will not get rid of the nubs. The revolution will not make you look 5 pounds thinner, because the revolution will not be televised, brother. There will be no pictures of you and Willie Mae pushing that shopping cart down the block on the dead run, or trying to slide that color TV into a stolen ambulance. NBC will not be able to predict the winner at 8:32 on report from 29 districts. The revolution will not be televised. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. There will be no pictures of Whitney Young being run out of Harlem on a rail with a brand new process. There will be no slow motion or still life of Roy Wilkins strolling through Watts in a red, black, and green liberation jumpsuit that he has been saving for just the proper occasion. Green Acres, Beverly Hillbillies, and Hooterville Junction will no longer be so damn relevant, and women will not care if Dick finally got down with Jane on Search for Tomorrow, because black people will be in the street looking for a brighter day. The revolution will not be televised. There will be no highlights on the 11 o'clock news and no pictures of Harry armed women liberationists and Jackie Onassis blowing her nose. The theme song will not be written by Jim Webb or Francis Scott Keys, nor sung by Glenn Campbell, Tom Jones, Johnny Cash, Engelbert Humperdinck, or The Rare Earth. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be right back after a message about a white tornado, white lightning, or white people. You will not have to worry about a dove in your bedroom, the tiger in your tank, or the giant in your toilet bowl. The revolution will not go better with Coke. The revolution will not fight germs that may cause bad breath. The revolution will put you in the driver's seat. The revolution will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised. The revolution will be no rerun, brothers. The revolution will be live.
I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good, gonna make a difference, gonna make it right. As I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind. I see the kids in the streets with not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their need? A summer's disregard, a broken bottle top, and a one-man soul. They follow each other on the wind, you know, 'cause they got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make that change. I'm to change his ways. No message could have been any clearer. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make that change. Try to get it right while you got the time, 'cause when you close your heart, you close your mind. Na 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 na.
Wow, family, that was a great show. I want to thank you so very much for tuning in to the Conscious Self Healthcare Conversation Radio Show right here on NLI Radio. It was a pleasure having you tuning in. Now, you must tell a friend to tune in. And if you haven't called in and shared your wellness story, don't you think it's time that you help somebody with your wellness story? Call in, share your story, join the conversation. I'm Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks, and I invite you to visit my website, ConsciousSelfCare.com. Or you can just go to the number 4, the word CELLLIFE.com. Leave me some information. I would love to talk with you. And once again, I look forward to you joining us next Wednesday right here on the Conscious Self Healthcare Radio Show. It's a conversation where we uplift each other, where we share our wellness stories so we can help someone move from disease care to conscious self-healthcare. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to hearing from you next Wednesday.
It don't matter what race, creed, or color. Everybody, we need each other. Wake up, everybody. Well, see, we need wake up, everybody. We need wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed. No more backward thinking. Time for thinking ahead. Wake up, all you teachers, start to teach a new way. They're the ones that suffer each and every day. Teach the children, teach the babies, teach the babies, teach the children, teach the children, teach the babies, teach the children, teach the babies. They're the ones who's got